What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Day, and my question is, I said I'm a woman that has my together, and I'm past ready to settle down. I believe that a man is supposed to definitely find the woman, but men are not approaching me. What should I do, or what advice can you give?
You better wait. Because it better not be going to should I start pulling up on men.
No.
Okay.
I think the thing about it is,
Put the light on her real quick. Put the camera on her. Let me see what she look like. She go, girl.
She fine.
She fine. I don't believe men ain't shooting they shot in Atlanta. They be shooting they shot at the gas station. Mom.
no.
Do you go outside? Are you getting outside of the house or are you a homebody?
I'm starting. I'm here by myself. I came by myself.
No. Are you outside on a regular basis? How often do you get outside of your home? In a week. How many days are you out?
None.
Okay, that's your... Your man is not going to find you inside your home.
Okay.
Okay, so a couple
Unless he
things I
break
want to
in, if
say.
you want to break in.
A couple things I want to say to you.
I don't know, kick the door in.
You better start ordering a lot of Amazon packages if you're waiting on somebody to knock on your door.
So the first thing is that as a confidence and dating coach, you out your bag, right? Women that are confident don't give a what the hell these want, okay? We don't care about what's approaching, who's approaching us. If they like women with no makeup, no wigs, they like natural women, they don't like a BBL. If you confident in you in your bag, you're not gonna care. It's gonna come to you. You gotta have a aura adjustment, right? Call me, okay? You gotta have an aura adjustment. The second thing is that I always say this, I meet women every day that tell me men are not approaching me. And I'm telling y'all that that's not the ones that you want. These men that are approaching you in the wild are a wild hyena that's doing that to everybody. It's called the white handkerchief theory, right? You want to drop the handkerchief and you want to allow him to pick him up and say something to you. So what I say is called proximity and conversation. Oh, if you go to a place, you want to go alone, you want to get off your phone. If you said you came here by yourself, you go to the bar, and you ask him, oh, I'm sorry, what did he say the soup of the day was? I just pulled this last night in MCK. Okay? I just pulled this last night. The bartender said...
We talked about it.
The bartender said, oh, the soup of the day is potato, whatever. A man sitting next to me, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, what did he say the soup of the day was? Boom, bagged him, easy. Left with his number, okay? You don't want the man that's out here like a wild hyena approaching you. You want to get in proximity and you want to start conversation. Pick the one that you want, okay?
Her problem. Go ahead, Dimitri.
I'm gonna be honest with you for a second. And I can say this because I am a man. A lot of times men are intimidated by the power and that women radiate, you know what I'm saying? So you can just be being yourself in Target, and a man may think you're drop dead gorgeous, but his confidence won't allow him to approach you. So they do subtle things, you know what I'm saying? A nigga might bump his card into yours, It's a lot of things that do that's very childish, because in all actuality...
But they're not even doing
that. You may not see it.
Hold on, but she said she don't go no fucking where.
I do. I go to Target.
No, the problem be...
Every woman.
Hey, listen,
every woman goes to Target. Every woman goes to Target.
Here's the problem.
We're gonna be boycotting.
The problem is you only going to Target, and that's why you ain't hitting your target. Sometimes the reason you are anti-relationship is because you anti-social.
I'm not anti-social.
You don't go no fucking where. She said drop your handkerchief. The only place you're gonna drop a handkerchief is in your bed while you watching Netflix. That is your problem. Half the reason y'all are single is not because you are odd, you're not put together, that you don't have a personality, or you're not cute. It's because you're in the house where no one can find you. I get it. Here's the thing. I get it. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. But sometimes you gotta be in places where people are looking. And that is the problem. And here's what I will say to everybody in the room. Y'all will go to the conferences, y'all will read the books, you will get the pamphlets, but you won't go outside your house. And so what I challenge you to do is, if you are truly in a season where you are looking for a full husband, you have to give full effort. Sometimes the reason you keep getting these half is because you're giving half effort. You are dating with your spare time. You're not intentional yourself. You always talk about these ain't intentional. You're not either. You're too busy, you don't get out, and you don't talk to anybody. Now hear me out. I hate to be this tough guy. But I hear it too often. Your edges are still together and you single? Get out the house if you want a spouse.
And
all right?
It's not just get out the house too, because right now you're here by yourself, right? So technically you're on a date with yourself.
and a lot of women are in that position, but y'all be boring with how y'all approach dating yourselves. Like case in point, I got a date diary for my wife. Anytime I see something that she may find interesting, you know, I'm going on Eventbrite, whatever I could do. I'm downloading a whole list of things I could do for my wife. Y'all got to kind of take that same approach. It can't just be the club. It can't just be Target. It can't even just be tonight's conversation. Those things that are interesting to you, start to research that. Start to put in the effort to put yourself in those spaces where the same type of brothers will also be.
You also have to pay attention to your energy as well. Sometimes, ladies, we are out in spaces and we're not giving off the approach me kind of energy, right? So even though you're out and you're going to dinner, you're going to the bar, you're going wherever you're going, we want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up to actually be approachable, right? Smile, like Tasia said, actually start conversations with people. But we also have to make sure we're going to the right places, all right? Whenever I hear a woman, I don't walk into too many rooms that men don't approach me in, and that's just being honest, right? I don't. All right? But you have to go to the right place. When I hear women saying this, I'm thinking this is a woman who likely isn't going to a gym. I don't really go to gyms anymore. I go to athletic clubs because the type of man that I want to date is probably at an athletic club, right? So try going to an athletic club. Maybe even try going to a country club. Pick up the hobbies that a man that you want to date may have. Maybe he's really athletic. Maybe he's playing some tennis. He's probably in Whole Foods looking for you. He might be sitting at the bar at the St. Regis by himself looking at the game. We got to start showing up in places, but also places where there's not as much competition from just every woman out there. You want to be strategic in how you present yourself, and that's going to start with you, number one, shifting your energy when you walk into these rooms. When you walk into the room, your energy needs to shift the entire room because you're fine. All right, you have everything it takes to shift the dynamic of that room. And then you come in and you sit between the two men that you choose. Because like Tasia said, you choose. You chose them. I'm going to position myself in front of you, know that I chose you, and I'm going to let you do the rest of the job.
Gotcha.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Fellas, she by herself.
And she really is fine.
Hold on, but here's the thing. All the fellas here, they with a girl. I don't know why single niggas don't come here.
Are there no single men in this room? Maybe you're here with your sister?
Single fellas, raise your hands. Single fellas.
Make some noise.
Hey,
Single men, stand up.
Single men, make some noise.
Single men, stand up.
He got two hands up.
Hey,
all two of y'all.
Somebody was here with their sister.
hey, Dimitri.
Oh, we see some in the back.
Oh, shit, I can raise
We
my hand.
see him in the
I'm raising my
back.
hand.
Hey, Dimitri.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Woo-wee. So what you got to say? Old girl says she's struggling to find the men's or the men finding her and whatnot. She ain't having no success. So what you got to say?
I've been hearing this a lot. All the videos I've been watching of women wanting to find a man, they all have the same thing of no one's approaching them. And even when I was single, I went through the same thing. Nobody didn't approach me or nothing. So I mean, like, dang, it almost feel like it's something wrong. You feel me? But I think that's the way it's supposed to be. I think the Lord will definitely give you your person at the appointed time. Because when I finally stopped looking, because I wasn't never supposed to be looking, I was supposed to be found. But when I finally was like, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy my alone time with the Lord. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna keep trying to wallow in this loneliness I was feeling, and I just finally said, I'm just gonna enjoy my time with the Lord, this alone time. That's when He brought you. That's when He brought you. So I think this is God given that you're supposed to be alone. This is the time you're supposed to be spending this time with the Lord, getting to know Him better by being in your word, going to church and just having fun, good, righteous fun, and just enjoying your alone time with Him. Because you ain't never gonna get that back once you're married. It's gonna be you, the Lord, and your spouse. Okay? So you gotta enjoy that alone time while you have it and get to know the Lord real good. He already know you, but you need to get to know Him very good.
I agree with that. I hear what they saying. Oh, you got to go here and go there, but I also feel like, to the point, if the Lord not if, the Lord does have a plan for you. It don't matter where you go, the person that you're supposed to be with is gonna find you regardless. So even if you just regular degular and you like to be at the house and all you do is go grocery shopping, he gonna send somebody to that grocery store at the appointed time, and that's what's gonna happen. That's what happened with us. I'm not this person who be outside like that. She'll be the first person to tell you I don't be outside like that.
True.
So the Lord brought her to the church. That's where we met. And it's just a regular place that I regularly go to. That's just how it goes. So I just feel like for her, she just need to keep being herself, like you said, and seek after the Lord, and eventually her time will come.
And she seemed like a really sweet girl. Like you said, just go to church and just enjoy her alone time and have fun. When you just in the moment with the Lord, going skating or going for a walk and or just doing regular errands, when you're just having fun, he can bring somebody there. Just enjoy your time with the Lord. Just
True.
enjoy it.
Cause I was enjoying. Let me tell you, I had the same situation when I was finally like content and just being single and enjoying myself and going to the gym and the mall and all the things that I like to do and spending time with the Lord. That's when he eventually brought her. But it took me to be like in a position of just not. I won't say I wasn't focused on it because I'm always was looking, but you know what I'm saying. It just wasn't my main priority. Like before, you maybe go to the gym or someplace and be like, who I'm gonna find. But then it'd be like, whatever. I'm gonna just focus on the Lord, listen to my gospel music, do what I do, and then that's when He brought Joel. So just be content, be chill, know that the Lord cares about you. If He got a plan for you, so just trust in His plan and trust in the way that He's leading you. Maybe this is just your time to be single, to be chill, and to work on yourself. You never know.
Yeah.
So.
And this is your time to get a pet. Get a pet, girl. Get one. Because your husband may not want it. So you got to get it now. So when he meets you, you already got your pet. You better go ahead and do everything that you can do. Where you don't have to ask a second person for their acceptance of it. You better do that. That can be your fun too. Get you a pet. I'll get me a bird. I'll teach my bird how to talk. Give me a little doggo. Teach him the buttons. We'll be talking to each other. Girl, go have some fun.
I guess so. I like animals, but bird is a no-go. But hey, that's why the Lord knew before. If she would have had that bird, I probably wouldn't be here sitting on this couch talking to y'all.
Would.
I probably wouldn't, man.
You probably be all best friends with it and stuff.
I don't like birds, y'all. I don't like birds. One try to land on my head. One, I ain't no wild bird too. Nope.
Well, let's keep going.
How long?
What's your name? What's your question?
How's it going? My name is Brendan. My question is, what's the biggest contributor to this new wave of situationships, let's say over the last 10 years?
What's the biggest contributor?
Yeah, what's the biggest contributor?
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you right off top what the biggest contributor is. It's honestly a wave full of people who say they want love but really don't understand love. It's a generation full of people who say, I want love, I want commitment, I want marriage, I want a relationship. But in all actuality, you just want what you've seen on your friend's Instagram page.
Ooh.
You really just want to go out of town. You really just need somebody to hold in the middle of the night when you're lonely. Nobody understands what commitment is. Don't nobody want to sit and say, this is a partner I'm going to build a life with and better this person and they're going to better me. We really only want what we see, and that's just my opinion.
I think the biggest contributor, give it up for sure. I think the biggest contributor to situationships, though, is low self-worth. People are just settling for whatever piece of a man or whatever piece of a woman they can get, and then you end up having feelings, afraid to communicate them because you made an agreement silently or even verbally that you're willing to accept this low-level treatment. And if we just start to see ourselves differently and work on our self-worth first, you won't attract situationships. The truth is, nobody really wants to just have sex and be done, and you're worried about what he's doing or what she's doing in their free time. You actually want somebody who thinks about you. You want somebody who considers you. You want somebody who commits to you. That's actually what you want. But you're allowing yourself to program yourself to believe that you'll just take this. And then we say things like, oh, now it's not a good time for dating. Well, if it was a good time for sex, then it was a good time to date.
I think to add on to that, I think one of the biggest contributors of situationships is that people don't understand that the situationship was situational, okay? And when the situationship is situational, things go up, down, left, and right. And what happens is that you get women that get into these situationships and they see a little bit. These men will literally have you on a Christmas card with your bonus children and matching pajamas, going on a trip, meeting his mama, and doing all that stuff. But the situation was situational, okay? And when you don't understand what you're getting yourself into, you'll take a little bit, to Donnie said, you'll take a little crumbs, you'll take a little, because that person is presenting something, but it's situational, you know? So I think that a lot of times women will take just a little bit and they think that it's going to lead to a lot more. And what happens is that women are also not dating from a place of empowerment, because I've situationship very okay, and I've had my times. I've had a great relationships with people, and I'm able to step away and say, hey, this is not for me, and I don't have the capacity. But then you have women that are sliding down the wall because they don't understand that the situation was situational, and they have different expectation for that. But you can situationship very well, and if you want to know how to do that, call me.
Yeah. I also believe that a lot of people are accepting less than what they desire, right? For fear of loneliness, for fear of not finding exactly what they want, for fear that they'll never get the person that they truly desire in their heart. And I think a part of it is realizing that it's better to be single than to be connected with someone who is not good for you. It's better to be single than to connect yourself with somebody who is an energy drainer. It's better to be single than to be treated like a second-class citizen, right? You deserve the best, and even if you have to wait for it, right? You only have to get it right once. I tell people this all the time. In relationships, you only have to get it right once. And so wait for the person that's right for you.
And let's keep it a buck. A lot of this got to do with the lack of male leadership. You know what I'm saying? We want to be leaders in finances, in the gym, everywhere else. But when it comes to attraction, I feel like men are leading the ship. And then once that attraction turns into love or a relationship, women start to lead the ship. But on the way there, most of us, like Donnie, you said nobody really wants a situationship. Most men, that's all we after. And even when we get into the relationship, we in a relationship with situationship skill sets, right? And this is why the cheating and all this extra happen. So men got to really be able to look in the mirror before we hit 35, 40 years old and realize I'm the old in the club and this situationship ain't shit for me. I got 4 or 5 kids. I can't provide for them all because I just wanted to have sex and I was chasing my desires. Men got to take more leadership in the bedroom.
Shit.
You right. When y'all was all talking, y'all gave some really answers as to why people get in situationships. Mine was rather simple. I've been told by women that the more toxic the better. It's like niggas that don't want to commit, they walk around like this. And I guess my theory is this. It's too many people truly sleeping with people before they're ready for their spirits to be combined. And you think, because here's the thing, you slip into a situationship because you wasn't looking for a relationship. You might have just thought that this man was just play, right? I know he doesn't have relationship skill. I know he is that bad boy, right? And so you gave him a chance to have access to your body because in your mind you said, I know this is all it is. But then the more you sleep with him, the more you're around him, you cuddle afterwards. You watch Netflix together. Then y'all might start going in public. And then now here you are developing feelings for a man you knew from the beginning didn't have relationship skills. And then he done knocked the common sense out of you. You let this touch your back meat. And you think that ain't gonna do up here?
But ladies, is that the truth? The more toxic the man, the better the sex? I don't feel like that's true. The question though for you is, does somebody have you locked into a situationship right now and you're trying to figure her out?
Oh no, my girl's right back there. I'm taking my
I know that's right.
Talk that shit. Go sit down. She talk that. Go sit down.
Hey, but you know what's
She
another
was
thing
asking
though?
for a friend.
In all actuality, the truth of the matter is, people don't learn to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, being alone is something you actually have to put time into learning how to do. Just like you learn how to be in a relationship, a ton of people don't know how to sit with themselves in silence, don't know how to find hobbies for themselves, and people just think jumping person to person to person is gonna make me feel better than being by myself. I actually gotta learn to work.
But I also feel like a lot of women ask this question. I know that was a man, but a lot of women ask this question, but they don't truly ask themselves were they actually looking for a relationship. There's this assumption simply because you're a female that you were looking for a relationship and you wasn't, because if you were, you would have vetted differently. You would have paid attention to that red flag. You wouldn't have lowered your standard. Oftentimes, you were looking for a good time too. And that's how we slip into those situationships. So you need to ask yourself before going out on a date with this person, am I just going because I'm lonely? It's not always other people preying on you. Sometimes you are preying on them. Sometimes your ass was bored and that's why you out the house. You wanted oysters and you only had $5 in the account. Your shit don't hit till Tuesday.
Can I just say this real quick?
She got the tip.
Ladies, you got to take your power back. You're aligning with men who want the situational aspect of you. They don't want to commit to you, and you're giving in to their needs because you want to keep them around. And deep down inside, you think that keeping them around and proving to them how worthy you are and how great you are and how great the sex is going to make them change their minds. Let me say this to you. If you hold on to your power and you don't sleep with the man that you want more from than he wants from you, he's not going to go anywhere. They just be talking. They will stay right there and continue to talk to you while they're over there situationally having sex with somebody else.
That's facts.
They can be over here getting to know you. You do not have to sleep with these men to get into situations to keep them around. You don't have to sleep with men to make them like you. It never, ever works, because what ends up happening with the man who only wants a situationship is that you become the comforter for him. He's not choosing you because he likes, values, and respects you. He's choosing you because you're giving him every single thing that he needs without the commitment. Take your power back.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I support everything you said.
He ain't going nowhere. Me.
The reason why I say that is right now
He ain't going nowhere but dinner, lunch, brunch, dropping you back off at home. Ladies, trust me, he's not going anywhere just because you're not putting out.
And you're right, a healthy man. A man that is intentional.
We should be choosing healthy men.
But so what I'm saying is, the right man for you won't go nowhere. All right. And if the man goes somewhere that wasn't the right man for you, cool.
So, Corey, what's the cause of the situationships across the world?
I don't know. I would say unintentional dating and conversation. What I mean by that is, like, for us, when we first started talking, I feel like I know we are very intentional about our conversation, what we wanted, what our future goals was, what we were trying to get out of the relationship. If you coming in situations, you know what I'm saying, and y'all not having these early on conversations, then that's how you get into them situationships. But I'd also say too, if you noticing patterns and behaviors that ain't aligning what you trying to do and where you trying to go, then it's time for you to go ahead and move on somewhere else. I don't know why we sticking around in these situations thinking that something's gonna get better all of a sudden. If he ain't want you before and he ain't exhibiting and he ain't claiming you, trying to make you his girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you're not making progressive steps, then what we doing? You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Have those intentional conversations. Ask yourself what you want. Ask them what they want, what they looking for. If they say this is what I want, I just want to make some love and be fornicating, and you agree to that, then cool. Go about your business. But if that's not what you want, and that's what it is, then keep it moving. You know what I mean? Just make it be known.
Yeah, let it be known what y'all looking for. If you want to be married, honey, he ask him, do he want to be married? When we first had our first date and we was asking each other questions and stuff, I had in my mind already what I wanted. I wanted to make sure that the man knew Christ, because I felt like if you ain't know Christ, then you didn't know yourself. So it wasn't no more to say or no more to do. And I wanted to wait to have sex. I made that decision before I even met you. I finally made that decision. That took me a few years to make that decision, but I finally made it, and I said I want to wait till marriage to have sex, and I wanted the person I would be dating to feel the same way, and you agreed. You felt the same way, so I was happy with those two things. And also, I just wanted the guy to be educated because, I felt like I had my education. I wanted my man to have his education too. And also, I wanted my man to have his own car because I definitely was not picking him up or nothing like that.
You want to
So,
try and pick me up from the bus or
no,
what? Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, no offense to anybody who don't got a car. It was just my preference. I ain't want that. And that's all I asked for. That's all I wanted.
I feel it. I feel it.
And we were able to see eye to eye, and we were able to date in court, and yeah, and then a year later we got married.
It's true.
Boom, just like that. So and if a man is like he's not being clear as what he wants and stuff, I think that's a clear indication that he don't want nothing serious. He just want the box, and he don't know how to he's not going to just say it. Not that he wants to say it. He not going to say it. He just going to keep going around in circles around the question, around and around, figure eight, because he don't want anything serious. So that's your answer right there. If he's not being clear of what he wants with you, he just want the box. That's it.
It's true. Men, we good at making plans when we want to. So if a man has a plan and has the actionable steps as to this is what I want, this is where I want to be in X amount of years, or whatever, just plans for just dating you in general, then that means that, if to me, it means that they just have the right intention. But if they ain't got no plans, they don't know what they want to do with you. We gonna see where it go. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you come on over and Netflix and chill? If there ain't no plan and you just trying to have fun, then it's just time to move forward. Especially, I mean, this goes from fellas to ladies and everything too. Especially if you know that you want to be married and there's places where you want to go. Don't be entertaining these people. Just keep it moving. Man, that's all I gotta say. Just keep it moving.
Keep it moving. And also, the longer you keep entertaining and fornicating these men with these men and women, it's the longer it's going to be for you to get your spouse, for the Lord to give you your spouse. You got to show the Lord that you ready in your heart, in your mind, and just show him you ready.
Mm-hmm.
If you fornicating and you just having sex with these dudes and these women, and relationship or not, that's not showing him that you ready. And it's going to take longer. You're making your time go longer.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you about 40 years old and you still fornicating, you still trying to find your husband, you making it go longer. You got to show the Lord that you ready. Pass the test, boo. Come on.
Yep, you're gonna keep staying in the same cycle until you actually pass that test. So you may as well go ahead and pass it, so you can go ahead and figure out and find out what you actually what the Lord has for you at the end of the day. That's all it is.
Yes.
You gotta move on.
The sooner they get into submission to the Lord, the sooner the Lord will move.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe how fast he went. When I finally made that decision in my heart that I wasn't gonna have sex before marriage no more, and that I wanted to just enjoy my time with the Lord, whoa! I'm telling you, it was like 3 weeks timing. 3 weeks, boom, you was there.
Well, you can have, because I was already ready. I was already one doing that. You feel saying I was clear. You know what I'm saying?
How long you was clear for?
It was about a good about 3 years.
He was celibate for 3 years.
That was a long 3 years, y'all. No, but yeah, it was. I made that decision after I was in some situationships. I ain't doing this no more. So I cut it loose. I still dated, a few people, but we wasn't doing nothing like that. I made that very clear. So I had that same intention. You got to be a follower of Christ. We ain't messing around no hanky panky. I want to be married. And you got to have your own job. Got to have your own car. Because again, I ain't picking you up neither. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have an educated job. No disrespect to nobody, because McDonald's and all these places is good jobs too. I ain't mad, because somebody got to make the fries. Don't let nobody try to make it seem like your job ain't important, because it is. I worked at the grocery store for 8.5 years after I graduated with the education with a bachelor's degree. I'm just saying. So I get it. But at the end of the day, for me personally, you need to have a real job. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a real job, have your own money, You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spoil you, but you still gotta have your own money.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Period.
That's what it is.
That way, you heard it here first. Yeah, I'm saying you heard it here first.
Well, y'all, I hope y'all got something from this. We not here to judge or anything like that, or make people feel bad and put people in hell. No, we just here to speak the truth, the God honest truth with wisdom, the best that we can, and that's it. We've been married going on 7 years this November. This upcoming November, it will be 7 years. Okay. So yeah, we might look young, but hey, we've been around,
Yeah, a little
okay?
bit.
And we just trying to help y'all out, especially people who want to be married and whatnot. We speaking the truth. We not coming from a place of judgment or anything. We just speaking the God honest truth. Okay.
It's true.
Truly, just wait on God. He got you. He got you. He knows exactly who you are. He put destinies and purposes on your life personally before you were even placed in your mother's womb. Okay. He knows you. He knows when you're ready. He has somebody for you, but you got to submit to him. You got to. Okay?
It's true.
So, God bless y'all.
Yep.
Well, wait, y'all. Well, check out stamps-tv.com if you haven't already. We got full reaction videos to reality TV shows like Bell Collective, Huntsville, what you call it, Love and Marriage Huntsville. The new season is on the website. We also have Club Stamps, which has Atlanta Housewives in there and Ready to Love in there as well. So go check out our website. Look at those videos. We got free videos and we got Club Stamps, which is a paid membership.
Yep. And while you're on there, go ahead and visit Shop Stamps Apparel. You can get nice, great God Cares hoodies and crew necks and t-shirts and all type of stuff on there, just like what I got on right now. Coat keep you nice, cozy, warm. And we got t-shirts, hoodies, joggers, all types of stuff. So go ahead and get you some. We'll make sure you get it nice and quick and fast.
And go check out Stamps Essentials on the website. Click that tab on the website. We got shampoos, protein treatments, deep conditioners, leave-in conditioners, hair grease, hair oil, and our signature product, Stay Moist Coils hair system. It's going to help to define your curls, your natural curl pattern, whatever it is. It's going to bring it out. And you can also use it as a base to your twist outs, braid outs, and rod sets. Okay? It is a bad mama jamma, honey. Well, we out, honey.
See y'all.